Welcome back to Rock and Ride Review, the home for every car lover who lives for torque, dust, and the roar of engines. If this is your first time here, buckle up, because today, we're about to explore one of the boldest rebirths in automotive history. A name that once conquered rough terrain and military roads is back, redesigned for the future. This is the GAZ-69, 2026 edition. The GAZ-69 is not just a vehicle, it's a legend. Born in the 1950s, built to endure the impossible, it was the backbone of Soviet military mobility and off-road endurance. Soldiers, farmers, explorers, everyone knew its boxy silhouette, its simplicity, its unstoppable nature. For decades, it was forgotten, living only in the hearts of enthusiasts and collectors. But now, in 2026, GAZ has resurrected this icon with a daring vision, to merge brutal heritage with the sophistication of the modern age. When you first see the GAZ-69 2026, it feels like time has folded in half. The design screams nostalgia yet breathes innovation. The body keeps the upright stance, the flat hood, the circular headlights that harken back to the original 69. But everything else has evolved. The frame is forged aluminum reinforced with composite panels, light yet impossibly strong. The front fascia retains the classic grille bars, now laser-cut and backlit with adaptive LED strips that form a minimalist pattern, like eyes glowing in the dark wilderness. The stance is wide and confident, sitting on 20-inch off-road alloys wrapped in thick all-terrain tires. Ground clearance. A monstrous 310 mm. It's ready for rocks, rivers, and whatever else nature throws its way. Step closer, and you realize this isn't just a nostalgic recreation, it's a machine designed for the future. The GAZ-69 2026 comes in two main trims, the Heritage Edition and the Future Edition. The Heritage keeps the rugged spirit alive with exposed bolts, matte olive paint, and steel bumpers that look ready for a battlefield. The Future Edition, though, is something else. Finished in deep graphite or desert titanium, with flush door handles, panoramic roof panels, and electronic mirrors that stream live feeds inside the cabin, it's a fusion of military toughness and futuristic precision. Under the hood, or rather, beneath the hood and under the body, lives the real evolution. Gone is the old 2.1-liter four-cylinder. In its place, you have a 2.0-liter turbo hybrid system, jointly developed with engineers who once worked at Avtovaz and Bosch. It produces 295 horsepower and 430 Nm of torque. For the purists, there's also a diesel turbo variant making 245 horsepower but with monstrous low-end grunt, perfect for mountain or desert driving. But the showstopper is the limited electric edition. Using dual motors, one on each axle, it delivers all-wheel drive torque vectoring and instant power response, 0 to 100 in 5.4 seconds. That's faster than most crossovers, yet it feels planted, heavy, purposeful. The GAZ-69 2026 doesn't just go fast, it feels unstoppable. The chassis has been completely re-engineered. It's a modular off-road frame system with adjustable air suspension. You can raise it up to conquer deep mud or lower it down for highway cruising. The four-wheel drive system uses a new electronic locking differential that automatically adapts to terrain conditions. You can drive through 800 mm of water without hesitation, climb 45-degree slopes, and crawl over boulders while sipping power efficiently. The drive mode selector includes classic, off-road, snow, sand, and sport. Yes, sport, because the engineers wanted to make sure this isn't just a relic, it's a weapon. Now, open the doors, the satisfying metallic click welcomes you. Inside, you'll find a balance of retro charm and modern luxury. The dashboard pays homage to the 1953 original with its symmetrical layout and round dials, but those dials are now digital screens. The steering wheel has a military-grade simplicity to it, thick, round, stitched in hand-cut leather. The materials: real aluminum, toughened polymer, recycled leather, nothing artificial, everything built to last decades. The center console hosts a 14-inch infotainment display powered by GAZ's new OS, Tundra, supporting Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and offline navigation maps for remote adventures. The seats are something special. Each one is designed for both comfort and endurance. The bolsters are wide and firm, upholstered in weatherproof leather that resists mud, heat, and water. Even the floor mats are removable and washable, because GAZ knows this car won't live in city showrooms. It'll live in dirt, in snow, in chaos. And yet, there's a calm luxury inside. Ambient lighting runs along the cabin edges, subtle but elegant. The sound system, developed in partnership with Yandex Audio Labs, delivers spatial clarity that makes even engine growls sound like music. Speaking of sound, that's one of the most fascinating features of the GAZ-69 2026. For electric and hybrid versions, GAZ developed a custom, heritage engine sound simulator. It replicates the deep, mechanical growl of the 1950s four-cylinder engine, mixed with the pulse of modern technology. You can adjust it. Want full silence? Go stealth mode. Want old-school ruggedness? Switch to classic. It's pure nostalgia in audio form, giving you emotional control over your drive. Now, when it comes to technology, this car doesn't hold back. You get 360-degree terrain mapping through lidar sensors and front-mounted radar. It builds a live 3D terrain model on your screen, showing every rock and slope before you even reach it. There's also an adaptive grip control, a software that learns your driving habits and pre-adjusts suspension, throttle, and differential response according to your patterns. In short, the car learns you. That's right, the 2026 GAZ-69 learns your style and adjusts to you like a loyal off-road companion. Range and efficiency. The hybrid model gives you around 850 kilometers on a full tank and charge combined. The full electric version, using a 90 kWh solid-state battery, can go 460 kilometers off-road or 580 kilometers on smooth terrain. Fast charging takes only 28 minutes from 20 to 80%. And unlike most EVs, it can operate in extreme cold, down to -45 degrees Celsius, thanks to its self-heating battery housing and liquid gel insulation. That's Siberian proof, tested in the Ural Mountains. Let's talk about one of the most emotional aspects, its heritage design cues. The rear still carries the twin jerry cans, mounted beside a modern LED taillight assembly. The spare tire sits proudly on the back, not hidden, because GAZ wanted it to feel real, rugged, unapologetic. The front bumper integrates a 5-ton winch system, with quick-release shackles and reinforced hooks. Even the windshield can fold forward like the original model, though now it's electronically assisted and locks automatically when upright. The doors, removable. The roof panels, detachable. You can drive it open air just like the old military units did, only now, with heated seats and wireless charging pads. Drive it, and you'll understand what GAZ means by new soul in an old spirit. The steering feels heavy, deliberate, not overly assisted like modern SUVs. The engine or motor response is immediate, precise. The suspension adapts in milliseconds, absorbing impacts but keeping the body stable. You feel every bump, every crunch of gravel, but it's controlled, tamed. The 2026 GAZ-69 doesn't isolate you from the road. It connects you to it, like the machine and driver share the same instinct. GAZ engineers said they didn't want a crossover. They wanted a statement. And this is it, not another SUV built for malls, but a symbol of independence. It's a car for people who build their own paths instead of following others. It's for explorers, dreamers, adventurers, and those who believe that machines can have souls. Now, let's dive into the driving experience. On highways, the 69 2026 glides like a futuristic beast. The hybrid powertrain uses predictive power distribution, meaning it can detect elevation and wind resistance and optimize torque for maximum efficiency. On off-road tracks, it's pure control, torque split between front and rear in milliseconds, assisted by torque vectoring. The result? You can climb muddy inclines that would make even a Land Cruiser sweat. The traction control doesn't interfere, it collaborates. It feels like you're commanding raw power with intelligence. In city traffic, surprisingly, the GAZ-69 2026 behaves gracefully. Thanks to its adaptive steering and automatic stop-start, it maneuvers easily despite its boxy frame. Pedestrians stare, because there's something magnetic about it. It's not sleek, not trying to look elegant. It's proud, bold, honest. Every curve, every edge tells a story of strength, endurance, and rebirth. Inside, tech and tradition dance together. You have voice commands powered by a neural AI system that understands natural Russian and English. You can say, "Take me to the nearest trail," and it will map routes not just by GPS but by terrain difficulty. You can even ask it for off-road challenges nearby. The car becomes your adventure partner. Wireless connectivity allows over-the-air updates, ensuring your GAZ evolves over time. And, just like Tesla or Rivian, you can control features remotely: lock, start, preheat, even check tire pressure from your phone. Now, let's talk about safety. The GAZ-69 2026 includes a reinforced exo-frame with triple-layer crash protection, 10 airbags, and an automatic roll stability system. Cameras watch blind spots, and sensors detect not only vehicles but rocks, trees, and even deep water levels. It has an emergency beacon mode. If you lose network connection and face trouble, the car automatically transmits an SOS through satellite link, even in remote regions. That's survival engineering, not marketing fluff. But perhaps the most emotional feature is the legacy mode. Activate it, and the car adjusts everything: engine note, display color, steering weight, even suspension stiffness, to mimic the driving feel of the 1950s original. It's like traveling back in time, feeling the rawness of the past with the comfort of the present. Imagine driving through the forest with the wind against your face, the echoes of history behind you, and the power of 2026 beneath your feet. That's what GAZ wanted you to feel. That's the heartbeat of the GAZ-69 Reborn. GAZ says the starting price for the base hybrid model will be around $48,000, while the electric dual-motor version might reach up to $72,000. Limited heritage units, hand-built with military green paint and serial number plaques, were already sold out. Enthusiasts from Russia, Germany, and even the US pre-ordered them months before launch. And honestly, who can blame them? It's not just transportation, it's identity. It's owning a piece of history, reborn for a modern world. Imagine driving one through the snowy forests of Siberia, through mountain passes, or along a coastline. Wherever you go, people will turn their heads, not just because of how it looks, but because of what it stands for. The GAZ-69 2026 is more than metal, more than technology. It's proof that legends never die, they just evolve. As we near the end of this deep dive, let's talk feelings. Cars like this aren't built to blend in. They're built to remind us of something we've lost: simplicity, strength, and connection. In an era where vehicles are turning into silent, soulless pods, the GAZ-69 2026 brings back the growl, the grit, the human side of engineering. It celebrates imperfection, embraces challenge, and dares to be different. Driving it feels like a conversation between generations: the old Soviet soldier who once drove across rivers and the modern explorer who navigates digital maps. Both connected by a single machine. That's what makes this car special. It's not pretending to be something new, it's proving that something old can still lead the way. So, what do we think here at Rock and Ride Review? Honestly, this might just be one of the coolest revivals we've seen in years. GAZ didn't just copy the old design, they reimagined it. They gave it soul, brains, and brawn. It's raw yet refined, loud yet intelligent, nostalgic yet futuristic. It's a car for those who love adventure, freedom, and stories worth telling. Would we buy one? Absolutely, because cars like this don't come often. They're statements, built for those who see roads as suggestions, not boundaries. Before we wrap up, let's imagine this: the night sky above you, the sound of gravel under your tires, headlights cutting through the fog, and you, behind the wheel of the GAZ-69 2026, feeling that unshakable spirit of the wild. That's not just driving, that's living. That's the essence of what GAZ has built. And that's what makes this rebirth unforgettable. You've been watching Rock and Ride Review, where we don't just talk cars, we live them. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the GAZ-69 2026, smash that like button, subscribe for more epic automotive stories, and ring that bell so you never miss a ride with us. Let us know in the comments, what would you pick, the hybrid beast or the silent electric warrior? Until next time, stay wild, stay driven, and remember, legends never die, they just find new roads.